Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Diplomats Desk. I am your host Meet Shah. India's Commerce Minister Mr. Piyush Goyal is visiting New Zealand this week, leading the fourth round of talks for the free trade agreements between the two countries. This is a big moment. The most progress we have seen since negotiations restarted earlier this year. So today let's unpack what's this new India-New Zealand free trade agreement could include, and more importantly, what it means for India's economy, farmers, and consumers. This is Mr. Goyal's first official visit to New Zealand, where he is meeting Trade Minister Todd McClure and local businesses in Auckland. The agenda covers three main pillars: trade in goods, trade in services, and rules of origin, the backbone of any modern FTA. Talks have been cautious so far, but they are now entering a decisive phase. First up, tariffs. New Zealand wants India to lower duties on some of its farm exports, especially kiwi fruit and dairy. India, on the other hand, is looking for better access for pharmaceuticals, textiles, and engineering goods. So expect target tariff cuts, not a blanket zero duty deal. Now, this is a big one, dairy. New Zealand is a dairy powerhouse. India have over 80 million small dairy farmers who depends on these sectors. So India will not open the floodgates. What's more likely is a quota system, limited dairy imports phased over time with safeguards if imports surge. Basically a controlled entry that keeps our farmers safe. Then there's the services and people movement. New Zealand benefits hugely from Indian students, IT experts, and tourists. India will push for easier business visas and recognition of qualifications, especially for tech and education professionals. This could make it simpler for Indian talent to work and study in New Zealand, and that's a real win. Next, rules of origin. That's the trade jargon for making sure only goods actually made in either country get the FTA benefits. India wants strict rules here to stop third countries like, say, China from rerouting goods through New Zealand. You will also see cooperation on food safety standards, digital trade, and even renewable energy, all part of a modern trade pact. But don't expect New Zealand to get into government procurement or deep digital integration. This deal will stay focused on trade, mobility, and investment facilitation. These talks were relaunched in March 2025 after being frozen for almost a decade. Goyal says that the deal could multiply trade tenfold over the next decade. Through both sides admit that there is still a gap, mainly on dairy. His visit this week is about giving the talks a political push to move from theory to text. Let's talk impact. For consumer, expect cheaper imported fruits like kiwi fruit, maybe some gourmet dairy later, and overall better variety. That's mildly inflation friendly for urban household. For Indian producers, pharma, engineering, and textile could gain market access. IT and professional services could benefit from easier mobility and visa norms. Tourism, education, and renewables might see fresh investments. For farmers and dairy cooperatives, there's some risk, yes, but India has tools, tariff rate quotas, and snapback safeguards to protect them if imports spike. So, if the net effect is stability, not disruption. Strategically, this gives India a stronger foothold in the Pacific and New Zealand a hedge beyond China. Both sides wins politically. If this deal lands where negotiators expect, with selective tariff cuts, tight dairy protection, and real gains in services and investment, then the net impact for India is positive. It strengthens our exports, protects our farmers, and shows the world that India can do smart, balanced, and trade deals on its own terms. So, what do you think? Should India open up to New Zealand's dairy or hold the line for its farmers? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want me to break down how India designs dairy safeguards in its FTAs, hit that like button and stay tuned. Thank you for watching this.